Looking at the camera this time.
Oh, this is interesting. It like still has my chat up from the last one. There's like 500 messages.
Oh, that's weird. I wonder why it does that.
Well, I didn't leave the lobby.
Oh.
But now I gotta go.
I like that view better. Where was that view last time?
You can find now. Remove source.
So we can actually see it.
Yeah, we can see it, and the chat's down here.
Yeah, I dig that.
Okay, keep up. Okay, so we just know that after... Wait, what is this? Was Oder on the last stream?
No, that was the putsy guy that argued with me on.
We're live streaming, man.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Oder. You and me, we would never get along. I don't.
Well, you don't have to get along in life. Okay, how do I find? Okay, I guess I don't really need it on YouTube, do I? Because I need to get all of the streams up on this window. So how do I find my own live stream? Your channel, Rex and Joel live. Oh, cool! It even has like the right thing. 2 people watching. That's probably you and me.
Yeah, probably. Where's the?
Cyrus is on. Fight, fight, fight.
Where's the comment though?
On YouTube?
Here they are.
Okay. Yeah, it showed up. Okay, so YouTube comments are coming in on the restream. Let's go to the Facebook. Oh, spelled it wrong. Facebook. What an interesting name. Where else do I stream this? Twitch. We probably don't even need to watch Twitch. Nobody comments on there.
Nah.
LinkedIn. I don't want to get banned from LinkedIn. We'll talk about that today. I'm close. Close to the ban hammer.
Why?
Oh, no.
Because they thought you were spamming.
Am I not logged in? Uh-oh. It's not good.
Is this LinkedIn?
Yeah.
You got banned.
I might have. Normally when I'm not logged in, it's because I'm banned. Nope, I'm in. Okay. Whew. I was worried there for a second. I'm on thin ice with the LinkedIn guys. Okay. Got LinkedIn. Anybody watching? You got to tell me if anybody's on LinkedIn, because that's the problematic one.
It's like 4 people now
on the YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
I like it, dude. The subscriber count's up another like 10%. That's not bad.
Yeah, I saw it.
For only posting live streams.
That's great.
Okay, that's good. I've got some things to talk about today.
Let's do it.
Content-wise, and growing brands and things that my followers
want to hear.
Followers,
yeah.
My subscribers,
your tribe,
my tribe, dude. I'm all about having a tribe.
Yep.
What I'm not all about is people that say they want to have a tribe and then they don't engage with their tribe. That's bogus, dude.
Facts.
Like, what's up, fam? Hey, guys, leave a comment. I love you guys. And then, like, you try to, and they just, like, ghost you. And it's like, love being a part of your tribe. I'm going to check the battery. Make sure we're not going to die. Because,
yeah,
I think my big battery's dead.
It's probably about there.
That one's dead.
Where you at?
It doesn't say when I have it plugged into the thing. Hang on. Actually, I don't care. I'll just plug in a new one. Hot swap.
Hot cross. That's one thing that I need to add to my system is another one of the
okay, so while we're talking gear, we'll talk about these. So this, cover your face.
Yep.
Get it in the middle. Anton Bauer. Titan SL90. This is, did we ever decide if it's called a D-tap or a P-tap?
I thought it was D. D as in David.
I hear it both ways. We'll call it a D-tap. So it's a D-tap battery. This one, I actually just use it as a USB battery. But this battery plugs in to my camera and charges it. Wow. Ooh, that was a good thing we did that. It might still die.
Well, it hasn't yet. So.
Hasn't yet. We're probably good.
Yeah.
So, Greg, that's like a big battery that goes on my camera rig, and then we can plug it into the camera so that it charges the camera while we are still streaming. So, kind of fun there. Cool to be able to charge it while you're streaming. So, kind of nice.
Definitely. I need another one. I only have one battery of the big batteries.
One total?
One total. And you know what they say.
2 is 1, 1 is none?
That's it. Yep.
Okay, got my LinkedIn tab there, big, so we can see it.
All right.
And try again for people on this stream. We've got the camera pulled out in front of the computer screen this time. My computer screen's about 7-8 feet away, so I have to like go into all my tabs and then super zoom in on them. I don't know what happened to the Facebook stream. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got it. If you're here, comment so we know. We'll try to pay attention to where all the comments are coming in from. So I've got Facebook there. YouTube seems like it is the one that like always works. So
yep.
I like that Greg is in our tribe. He's a good addition.
It's a good dude right there.
New messages. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what did I say I wanted to talk about? I want to talk about LinkedIn. I should write it on my whiteboard.
Write it down.
I want to talk about getting banned.
On LinkedIn.
Ban hammers.
Ban hammer.
And there was something else that I said would be fun to talk about. What was it while we were getting set up? Dang it. It was going to be so good.
You said marketing stuffs.
Marketing stuff. Oh, content. Yep.
Content. The LinkedIn, there was the content, there was
that was it. That was the one I was excited about.
Okay.
So in between Joel's stream and my stream, we started talking about gear. What's up, Matt? Matt Sprouse is in Alaska. Nice.
Matt.
What's up, man?
Why are you on here?
Frank Herrera coming in from the LinkedIn. So instead of having the chat overlay, we'll just try to do a good job of like when we're talking about stuff that you guys aren't seeing, we'll just kind of reread the comments and stuff. So Dad's in the house. What's up? Okay, so Greg's asking a question.
I'm looking up a couple. You answer your way. I'm gonna just
okay. So Greg says, do you have any idea of cheap-ish mics? I think we've discussed before, but I want something to plug in and go on the hot shoe of my D3S. Are you looking for like a lav mic or a like shotgun mic on camera? That would be kind of the question, but probably shotgun mic.
Yeah, I think that's. There's a couple. There's two that I was thinking of, and I'm trying to remember the names specifically. And I was just going to throw a link up if I can.
Yeah, I mean, Greg, let me know what you mean by cheap. That's relative. Is cheap like $200 or is cheap like $30? I feel like there's a newer company that starts with a D, like Deity or
Deity. That's it. Thank you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
They're kind of like making, no idea what a lav mic is, just better mic than the onboard. Okay, so we'll talk about the difference between those two. So lav mic is short for lavalier. I hear everybody say that word differently. It's French, so it's probably like lavalier or something, but
yeah.
Lav mic is how we say it out here in America. So a lav mic is essentially a mic that you put on the talent. So it's like a little microphone. Oftentimes you'll see it clipped to someone's shirt right here. And then it'll either record directly to its own box that you usually like have stuffed in your pants or in a pocket, or it'll transmit to a receiver that's plugged into your camera. So that's what a lav mic is it's like on the talent. Sometimes you'll tape it underneath a shirt or things like that. So generally those get pretty good sound. And the good thing about a lav mic is if your talent is moving around a lot and changing how close or how far away they are from your camera, that sound level will stay the same and it'll kind of sound good the whole time. So that's kind of a good way to, I don't know, get sound for subjects that are moving around more than just kind of standing in one spot. But if you want it on your camera, you're going to get an on-camera shotgun microphone. So kind of the go-to good one, I guess, that I think a lot of people use is the Rode Video Mic Pro and Video Mic Pro Plus. Yeah. That's the shotgun one that I use. I want to say they're like $300.
Yeah.
I've got an extra Video Mic Pro, Greg, so if you want it, I'll sell it to you. I've got two and don't need two. So
I just got this guy and I am in love with it. I'll just tell you that.
$100.
Sennheiser Mark 200.
MKE 200.
MKE 200. I just said that to Greg, I think.
It looks like
it sounds really good.
Okay, so Frank, I don't know what. So Frank commented. LinkedIn is always like so behind on here. It's the weirdest thing. So Frank commented that he did a review on the Movo VXR10, great for on the go. Looks like he gave us a link, so I'm gonna go copy his link into YouTube, and I think if I'm the author or the streamer, that it'll let me. So
Okay.
let me see.
Yeah, I tried to post a link and it wouldn't let me. So
Yeah, so that's a link from Frank Herrera over on LinkedIn of a review of a couple on the go mics that he did. We've got a D80D4 Duo for $99. I don't know why you would choose anything over that Sennheiser for $100.
it sounds really good.
Does it sound better than a Video Mic Pro Plus?
It does.
Really?
Yeah, there was actually a YouTuber that just did a recent video where he compared like 7 or 8 different small vlogging
Like
type on-camera microphones.
Yeah.
And he literally, the entire like 15-minute video is saying the same phrase over and over and over again with the different microphones.
That's cool.
So that you can compare all of them. And this one was one of the best.
Wow.
So after I heard
wonder
it,
what Sennheiser's doing, if they're just like, we're going to come in and destroy the competition and try to like get some market share in that lower end stuff.
know.
But like that's because so for those of you that don't know, like Sennheiser is like a really
high end
brand for microphones and stuff. So knowing that you can get that for $100, like that's a pretty good deal.
It's pretty good. And then what you see there is actually the windscreen. So
you can take that off and it's even smaller?
No, you can't take it off, but that's...
Okay,
But then it also has a dead cat that goes over the top of that. So you can have even more wind reduction, which I like.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to have to, well, we say might, but we all know.
Yeah, I'll show you. Can borrow it and just play with it and see if you actually like it.
So I've been thinking about doing a similar microphone test because I've got my Rode NTG5. We should just get all yours over here and just do it one day where we both, because we have different voices, so it'd be cool to have my voice versus your voice on all of them and see if the same one sounds good for the way both of us talk. I mean, that would be interesting. Maybe get my wife to come do it too, so we have a girl voice in there.
That'd be fun.
That'd be kind of an interesting video to just see what the microphones all sound like with different voices and stuff. So
yeah, are girls allowed down here?
Yeah, I mean, I try to keep them on the other side of.
Yeah, you don't
here. This is like the holy.
Yeah, you don't want them contaminating the space.
It's true. I don't want cooties.
she's home, isn't she? She's probably gonna. I'm gonna get punched.
Don't worry, she's not watching the live stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't! I almost hit reload on the stream window. That would have probably been bad. Let's see. So we were talking about gear, and then we ended up talking about microphones.
Somehow, yeah.
We were going to talk about bags. So in between Joel's stream and my stream, we were talking about gear, and I was like, let's just talk about this on the stream. So Joel was telling me that he just got a new bag. It's the same bag that I have, and it is the F-Stop, some weird name like Anja, A-N-J-A, I think, or A-J-N-A. It's really weird because you see it both ways online. But one of them is correct. I think there's a label in here that says AJNA. Ina, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes when you transliterate things, that J makes a Y sound. It's a pretty big pack, but pretty rad. I've been really liking this thing.
Yeah.
It's got like a compartment here on your back. So for those of you that aren't like into camera bags, most of the camera bags have their like access compartment in the back so that
I'll hold it for you.
People can't like steal your camera stuff while it's on your back. So they make this access bag here, and then they make cubes that you put inside the bag that like holds all your stuff. So this is a pretty sweet one. It's got this modular cube system where you can get smaller cubes, and then you can put more clothes from the top or whatever. So I don't know, pretty cool bag, pretty cool system. And they're made in St. Louis.
Yep.
So just up the road. So this again is the F-Stop AJNA.
Yep.
Ina. We'll call it Ina.
Ina.
It's probably wrong.
Not Anja.
Well, the J is first.
Oh.
Could be Ajna. Probably not. I don't know. Anyway, f-stop.
How hard is it to just call it the Bob or the Susie?
The Jim, yeah.
Or I just
gotta call it weird stuff because
it's like baby names, man. Like, what the heck? Like, what happened to Mike and Scott and John?
Dad got on thinking this is the shooting hour.
Sorry, Dad.
You missed the shooting hour. This is the creative hour.
I just wanted you to know, and I forgot to tell you last week, that I backed you up on the whole scope thing, whether he should go with high-end tangent or Z-Comp or the Gen 2 Razor. And I told him that if he wants to go that route, he'll never go back the other direction. Yeah. And he doesn't really need it.
Yeah.
I said he can do everything he needs to do with the Razor. Yeah. I think he's probably still going to go with the high-end, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah. That's kind of what I told him, too. He was like, he kind of finally like sent me the list. I think I want the Gen 2 Razor. And I was like, but Dad, I know you and you know you. And you know that you're going to like sell that scope and buy a tangent or buy a zero comp at some point. So kind of funny.
Yeah.
Osiris says he'll talk shooting with my dad.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys missed it. Well, not both of you, just my dad. Time zone differences, man. Got to keep on top of that crap. Okay, so we talked about bags. When I lived in Cody, Wyoming, obviously no camera stores in Cody, Wyoming, so I went on like a bag frenzy, and I went to BH Photo, and mountain biking with Mom. Man, they're both on here. That was her first comment on the YouTube, I think.
Hey, congratulations.
It's pretty cool. It's epic. I bought like all the bags from BH Photo. Okay. Like all of them. Like little bags, big bags, trying to find one that I liked. And like, I never found a big one that I liked. I ended up getting a smaller one that's actually made by Chrome Industries, like that like backwards hat punk skateboarder company, which is interesting because like they're totally not a camera company, but they had the coolest like smaller camera bag that fits like a camera. And I mean, it's like a little backpack, but it's smaller. It's pretty cool. Ended up getting that one. I just like, I'm really into like materials and like well thought out design, right? So if you have like really good stitching and good high-end materials and kind of like a system that you can buy into, like I really dig that kind of stuff. So that f-stop bag is like definitely all of those things. It's just like, for me, just like you open it up and it's like, this is like a well-made bag. It's not like cheap Chinese.
Good. I'm excited to start playing with it and get all my gear organized. And this, my thing was that I was going out to do different types of shoots, and I have, my big, Pelican case that I keep my big main camera in, which is fine.
Yeah.
But then if I want to take a backup camera and various lenses and all the charging cords and the extra batteries and the filters and the tripod, you name it, all the extra things, they wouldn't fit in any one bag that I have. And I want everything to fit in one bag that I can just grab and go.
One bag, like a game changer.
Like a game changer. Yeah, the one bag to rule them all.
Yeah.
So I think this one might be the ticket.
Yeah. I kind of have like two different systems. I have like one bag that holds everything, and I have one box that holds everything. So I have that Pelican case that we've talked about before that kind of has the same space built out to hold all of the stuff, just like the bag does. But I like it. Osiris is saying he hates esoteric ecosystems. And like, sometimes I agree, like Sig Cross or Q-Fix or just things that like don't work with other things.
Yeah.
Like in some cases they drive me crazy, but I would say that backpack is not so far that way that it doesn't work with anything else, right? So it's just like, it's enough modular and like there's not like 1,000 accessories that you have to use with it. There's just like the cube system instead of just having a built-in compartment for your gear that makes it actually really handy. So if you need a camera bag, that one's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. So that was me. That was what I was going to talk about, was the bag. And the microphone. I was going to talk about that microphone. So it's funny that Greg actually chimed in, because I just got that
You texted Greg and you're like, hey, ask about microphones so I can come in and drop a bomb. Make Rex sound dumb saying you need a $300 microphone when you only
whatever.
need a $100 microphone.
No.
Got Jared Anderson in the house. Frankly, everything.
What's up, Jared?
Got all the people today.
Frankly said he just subscribed to you.
Nice, man. Didn't see that one. There we go. Easy. Okay. Do we know? Oh, is that Frank? That's probably Frank Herrera.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I imagine he jumped off of. Let me know, Frank, but I would imagine, based on that comment, that he jumped off of LinkedIn.
That makes sense. Yeah.
LinkedIn is like not the best streaming platform yet. I think they'll probably end up investing more time and effort into it. Maybe. I mean, like streaming is becoming a big thing, but they're definitely like not on their game with streaming.
Yeah.
No, I was just doing some test filming at work and heard how absolute it sounded. Got the mic ordered. We'll see how she sounds. Yeah, cool. Sweet. Okay, so next thing, we talked about gear. I'm going to write it down and then check it off because I like doing check boxes. Look at that.
I dig that. Yep.
Okay, let's talk about band hammers.
Band hammer. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
First, because I don't fully understand. And maybe you can explain it to everybody. Maybe that's what you're going to do. But here's my assessment of the situation.
Okay.
You were logging in, commenting on your own channel from your various other channels to help the algorithms, and they thought you were trying to game the system, and that's why you got in trouble?
Nope, not even close.
Okay, go ahead then.
You're talking about LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as my history of getting banned goes many, many years back. When I first signed up for Sniper's Hide, I like legit wasn't trying to sell anything, but like I made a post, like not in the sale post, like within 2 days of starting my account, that like Frank deemed as like trying to sell something post. And I was like nobody at that point, like just a dude.
Yeah.
And like I got banned. So like 2 days after starting my Sniper Side account, I got banned for like whatever it was, like a week or something. And then I got back on. It was fine. But so that was like the first time I got banned on social media. And then 10 years later, you know, we've got the gun industry in decline. So, you know, we've had a hard time marketing on Facebook and Instagram, and that's kind of been a thing, and, you know, demonetizations on YouTube, but that's not like getting banned. Right? So fast forward to about 3 weeks ago on LinkedIn, right? So probably 2 months ago, I'm like, I'm going to like do LinkedIn, right? So I started a business. I'm doing content creation, brand design, filmmaking, photography, all of the kind of marketing asset stuff, and then, you know, the marketing component as well. So kind of as an effort there, I was like, I'm going to do LinkedIn. Like my customers, I mean, they're on Facebook and Instagram, but like it's probably harder to reach them there. So I'm like, I'm going to do LinkedIn. I'm going to like take my creator persona that I have built on Instagram before, you know, 25,000 followers on one page, 9,000 on another one. I'm going to take what I've learned there and like go do it on LinkedIn. And like LinkedIn's a different beast. Like it's not a photo sharing platform. I mean, you can, but like it's really about like text and sharing inspiration and I don't know, like tips and kind of helping people within your niche. And like, that's really what LinkedIn is at its core. So about 3 months ago, I like started trying to post every day, right? Like it's kind of hard because I'm like busy, so I can't get it every day, but like trying to make a big effort there. And I want to say about 3 weeks ago, I found out that Full-Time Filmmaker, which is like a filmmaking course that Joel and I are both a part of, they're listed on LinkedIn as like a university. So anybody that has gone into their LinkedIn profile and selected that like they went to school at Full-Time Filmmaker, like they show up on the alumni list under the Full-Time Filmmaker University. So I was like, cool.
That's neat.
Because I've been an engineer for 10 years and my whole LinkedIn connection, you know, I've got I probably started with around 2,000, maybe 2,200 like engineering connections, you know, so they're coworkers at engineering companies or there are people that sell stuff to engineers. I mean, it was just very engineering centric. And I was like, I need to kind of shift my LinkedIn experience to include more marketers and content creators and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to like connect, because like full-time filmmaker, like there's kind of like this cult family thing with it, that like everybody feels really connected, so I'm like, I'm going to reach out to all these full-time filmmaker people, and I'm going to connect with them so I can start seeing their stuff in my feed. So I start going down the list of like all the alumni of full-time filmmaker, and like on Chrome I'm like a tab guy, so I'll have like 20 tabs open at a time of just LinkedIn. And I would go, I'd open 20 tabs, and then I'd go through them. I'd look at their profile, and I'd read it. I'd kind of learn about what that guy was doing, and then I'd send him a message to connect with, like a personalized message, like, hey, full-time filmmaker fam, whatever. It looks like you've been doing a lot of cool stuff. Like, I'd love to connect. So I did that for like a morning, like a lot.
Okay.
Like 100 profiles or maybe more. I don't know. Like, it was a lot. And somewhere in there, like, I get this warning that pops up on LinkedIn that's like, hey, you're looking at an abnormal amount of profiles. Like, stop or we'll give you a temporary ban or something. Something to that effect, right? The little pop-up came up. I was like, oh, I don't want that. So, like, close tabs, stop, right?
Yeah.
Later that afternoon, ban. Of just going back through my normal what I do, posting, commenting, opening up profiles to interact with them. Boom, ban. 6 hours. Try logging. It like logs you off. Can't log back in. Kind of tells you why. Okay.
I wonder if any of those people like reported you. Like, this guy's bothering me, spamming.
There's
people.
no way, because like it wasn't spammy at all.
Yeah.
And like if another filmmaker reached out to me that was like, hey, I'm in full-time filmmaker with you, like I would be stoked about that connection.
Right. So
I don't think it was that.
Okay.
It was just like looked at too many profiles on a social networking profile platform.
Where
like,
you're supposed
come
to
on. Like, that's what it's all about. Right? Whatever. So I get 6 hour ban, and then I was like, all right, I'll cool my jets. So I kind of stopped that. So like there's still a ton of full-time filmmaker people that I haven't tried to connect with, but whatever. So a couple days later, I'm just doing my thing on LinkedIn, posting, meeting people, connecting with people. Boom, banned again. 6 hours. What the crap?
Okay. You're on their radar.
So now I'm like, uh-oh, I need to be like extra careful. So I'm like being extra careful. A couple days later, kind of doing my thing. I'm like really trying to not look at profiles. Send out a couple connection requests, get an email that connection request has been accepted. So I like click on the person to like learn more about them, and I'm going to strike up a conversation. I'm not trying to sell anything on LinkedIn. I'm just genuinely trying to connect with people. Click the girl's profile. Boom, ban. 48 hours. Number 3, right? So by this time, I'm getting in this like little like cohort of people on LinkedIn that have been banned before.
Yeah.
And like we're like talking about like strategies of like how to not get banned. And it turns out that like after your 3rd ban, like your next one is permanent. Like kicked off the platform permanently.
Is there any, can you appeal it in any way?
So yes, but it's really hard to get in contact with LinkedIn apparently.
Okay.
And they don't really care. So this other girl, her name's Emily, on LinkedIn, she got permanently banned, but she's like an employee of a, I don't know, I guess I don't know how big they are, but a relatively big company called Sweet Fish Media. They make podcasts for brands. So like they help companies set up podcasts. But one of the other people in their company, this guy named Dan Sanchez, that has like a ton of LinkedIn followers. So he made a post, hey, Emily just got banned. It's total BS, blah, blah, blah. Help her out. And like tons and tons and tons of comments come in. And one of those people tagged an executive at Microsoft that's on the LinkedIn team. And that got conversations going. So Emily got like a face-to-face chat with somebody, whole bunch of people advocating for her, and she gets reinstated.
Okay.
So there is a way to get reinstated, and apparently once you get reinstated, they like wipe your slate totally clean. So no more like red flags on your account or anything.
I mean, even right now, you haven't got the permaban. Is there a way you can go in and contact them and just say, hey, look, I'm not even sure why I'm getting this. Like, I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah. And just kind of own up to, this is what I did the first time.
Yeah.
I recognize that was wrong. Didn't know that was wrong then.
Yeah.
I stopped. I haven't done it anymore. Like, chill out. Take the flags off my account. You know,
right.
like I feel. I mean, so she said she got the 3 just like I did, and then the 4th one she was permanently banned.
Wow.
So I feel like anything I do on LinkedIn,
Yeah, that could
gonna
happen
get me
at any
permanently
moment.
banned.
Yeah.
So I'm like, not clicking on anybody's profile, not sending any connection requests, and then at that point, it's like, what's the point?
Why am I even on here?
You know. So social media, it's dumb, but cool at the same time.
Yeah.
So kind of a struggle there, and then it kind of brings up a point of like having your own owned media. So website with your own blog, your own email list, your own stuff that isn't dependent on other people. Because as we know, as firearm enthusiasts or whatever, I mean, I know that LinkedIn knows that I'm into guns. Like, I've posted stuff about guns before. Like, they know I'm conservative. Like, that's a flag on my account anyway, you know? So, it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah, I don't understand it. It's like, it's easy to get banned on these things for doing stuff you're not even sure that you're doing wrong. So many unwritten rules you don't even know
LinkedIn
about.
like specifically says we will not publish our limits, because then all of what they're trying, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep spam off of their platform.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of AI tools that spam people, and they're trying to like weed out that stuff, so they don't post any of their limits. They don't post any of the rules. They don't post any of that stuff, because if they did, then all the AI tools could build right up to those limits and then stop, you know? So they don't do that. But at the same time, like, there's got to be a way to tell that I'm not spam.
Right.
You know, so I think one of the things that I've heard is having so many tabs open, like LinkedIn can detect that you've got a whole bunch of like inactive sessions of LinkedIn going or something like that. So I've heard that can hurt you. So I've stopped doing that, which is hard, because like that's how I work. Like, I have hundreds of Chrome tabs open all the time. So I don't know. It's frustrating, but
no kidding.
I don't know what's worse, like getting banned a bunch or like losing half of your followers, like on Instagram. Like, that's the worst. So I don't know. It's all kind of bogus.
Yep.
How about the Hollywood movie producer we know? Don't need a LinkedIn for that connection. I don't know who that is. Who are you talking about, Mom?
Yeah, give it up, Mom. Let's hear about this
Hollywood movie. Just trying to think. Who is that? Apparently my mom is like friends with Glenn Beck now. It's pretty cool.
Like, good friends?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, let me hunt on his ranch out west?
Does he have a ranch out west?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, probably. So for those of you that don't know, my mom's like super outgoing. So she makes friends with everybody. And apparently so my brother's husband, Jordan, not my brother's husband. We don't have that. My sister's husband is named Jordan, and his sister is Glenn Beck's art teacher, like right now. Yeah. Glenn Beck in his adult age is like learning how to do art.
He's been doing it for years. He's pretty good.
Yeah. And apparently she's his teacher, like that's personal awesome. Private teacher.
That's pretty awesome.
So they had like a gala thing, and like it's like a private showing of his artwork or something. And because like the family is like all into it, like they got invited to like go out to this private event thing. And of course my mom like made friends with him. So I don't know if that's who she's talking about or somebody else, but
Glenn Beck, they raised, have you been following the whole Afghanistan thing, his efforts over in Afghanistan? Mm-hmm. He organically just said, I'm going to spearhead this thing. We're going to do something to help get the people out of Afghanistan. And Glenn Beck followers raised something like $30 million in like 2 days' time. Mm-hmm. And that's allowed Glenn Beck's company to charter planes and get planes over there to help get people out of Afghanistan.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. My wife and I actually gave a chunk of money to it because we're like, yeah, I feel like I want to do something, but I obviously can't go over there and start sniping fools like I want.
We can.
Well, let's go.
Have you heard of the Peshmerganator?
Let's go.
There's a dude that's like, he's like an American dude that's like fighting with the Peshmerga or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cool.
Man.
It's cool stuff.
Yeah. We could make a difference over there. Can you imagine if like all the PRS NRL type dudes just said, you know what? Let's roll, baby. And we all just went over there and started sniping fools. Changed the battlefield in an awful hurry, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm catching up on comments. Frank is saying, yeah, his company Caveman makes gun accessories and found out the hard way that social media is slaying us.
Yeah.
Joel's keeping up with the comments, so that's good. He's over there commenting from
Trying.
everybody. That's good. The bank flat out rejected us and admitted that it was because we were the gun industry. That's crazy, Frank, because like you don't even like make guns. You should just like pretend that those things are like those silicone rings.
Yeah.
So he makes like the Caveman, like one of their products is like a ring that changes color when your barrel gets hot. So like you know when to like not touch it without touching it first.
Oh, cool.
Kind of neat.
Mom says all the Adam Sandler movies, the Robert Simmons guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know that I remember him. I mean, I remember of him, but that's right. I should call that guy.
Yeah, get us on set, dude. We need to learn stuff.
Dude, I'd fly out to Hollywood to like
I
go
would.
hang out on a set for a few days and just
Heck
like learn the lingo of
They
like.
can I'll work for free.
Yeah. I wonder if he's still doing it. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my band story. It's been kind of like consuming my after hours thoughts just because like I don't know what to do. Fortunately, I've got a cousin that's like a pretty high up at Microsoft. And I like messaged her just kind of like joking around. I was like, hey, do you know anybody on the LinkedIn team that can help me out? She's like, I don't know anybody personally. Let me check my network. So I'm sure like if I get banned, like I can just be like, hey, Jackie, guess what? I like actually did get banned. Can you help a brother out? She probably would. So I don't know. It's just hard to be, as conservatives, obviously like everything we think goes against what big tech is into. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know why that is.
No, I don't either.
But it is, So like all of the big tech companies, all of the social media platforms essentially think the opposite of how we think.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, why is that?
Just kind of like, I don't know. I've given a lot of thought to that. Like, why is it that all of the tech companies and all of the Silicon Valley people, like, why are they all...
Are there no conservatives on those
liberal
teams? Yeah. I don't understand that. In theory, the country's basically split in half.
Well, that's what the elections say.
Yeah, those are false. But I'm just saying, for the most part.
That's going to be a clip. A short clip.
I'm just saying, for the most part, if it's 50-50, and that translates over to the workplace, then, I don't know, you would think it would just be more even, more fair across the board. But it seems very one-sided.
Yeah, so I don't want to get too political here. I don't mind it, but like I've just given a lot of thought as to like why. Like why is it that way? Like what is there to gain from having that ideology? Like I don't know. I really don't know why.
I don't have an answer, yeah.
So
yep, I don't have an answer either.
Okay. So we talked about bands. Another check mark.
Okay, got her done.
Okay. I want to talk about shorts. Not these kind of shorts. Although I do always wear shorts. But content shorts.
Content shorts.
And where they fit and where they work and where they don't work. So Joel and I do these live streams every single week, about an hour and a half on each channel. And in those live streams, I don't know how many it is because I've only had time to like do one. But I downloaded the first episode that we did, and within the first 3 minutes, there was a content short.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't really know what I'm talking about, like there's a huge, because of TikTok, which is a vertical viewing platform for your phone, because of TikTok, this whole trend of like vertical videos that are somewhere between 15 to 60 seconds long has just like taken the social media by storm. So TikTok is wildly popular. It's no longer just a video platform for like people dancing. Like there's a whole bunch, like TikTok is ripe for marketing. And because of their platform of doing video, like all of the other social media platforms are trying to compete with TikTok. So YouTube initiated what they call Shorts. YouTube
Yes.
Shorts.
Yep.
So same thing on YouTube. They limit it to 60 seconds. It's a vertical video, and you have to post your video in that vertical format, and then it will show up as a short. And there's a whole feed for shorts videos, so your experience ends up being a lot like TikTok. So YouTube's got shorts. Instagram has, what do they call it on Instagram? Reels.
Reels. Yep.
So Instagram's got Reels, and those are kind of the two that are competing for your eyeballs with TikTok. One of the cool things with those types of videos is like you can dub over like real popular music over your videos legally, which is super cool because like if Joel and I were to create a video, there's a few music services that we subscribe to, pay money for, that gives us licensing for songs, but they're not popular songs.
Right.
Like no song that you would hear on the radio or on those platforms. Like if I wanted a radio song on one of my videos for an ad or something, it would be like $20,000 or $30,000 to license that song. So that's like not happening. So we subscribe to all these music platforms, but we don't get popular music. So on these shorts videos, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Instagram, you can put real music over the top of them, which makes your videos like seem super baller because you've got like real legit music and songs that people have heard over the top of them. And because Instagram and YouTube are trying to, I don't know if it's compete, but it's just like they're trying to, compete with TikTok. Like they're super pushing shorts videos.
Yep.
So like on my YouTube channel, granted, this is a newer YouTube channel and I don't really do a whole lot other than live streams. So we'll put that caveat in there at first. I want to go look at my videos. So most of my videos get anywhere between 20, 10, 25, 30 views. So like less than 50, right? All my normal videos. And these are videos that like I'm putting effort into, like using my good music from my subscription platforms. I'm editing videos. I'm putting graphics in them. Like they're cool videos, right? No views, My first shorts video that I posted, 1.4 thousand views. And it was the same video as another one that I made that was made for going widescreen. That was way better in widescreen. All I did was just like uploaded it onto YouTube Shorts in that like funky format and just like clipped off the sides and posted it. So it was like a junky video because like it cut off a whole bunch of the text. 1.4 thousand views, right? Next one I post, 174, not that great. Next one, 500 as compared to like 20, 10, 20, 30, right?
Yeah.
So I go to Instagram and I've got 7,700 followers on my Rex Allen Creative Instagram page. When I go to just anything off of my page, 19 likes.
Those pictures were
12.
fabulous, by the way.
Thank you.
They looked really, really good.
Thank you. I'll have to, we can sneak up sometime when you're over here. You can look at them, but I mean, they're huge.
Yeah.
Like hanging up, that's pretty cool.
The one of Dutch is awesome.
Isn't that cute?
So awesome.
So, yeah. Here, I'll see if you can see these. So, did a little photo shoot with the family. So, there's one of Dutch, one of me, and one of Meg. And I mean, I've framed them like gigantic, so they're hanging up upstairs. So, kind of fun there. But like, all my LinkedIn, I mean, granted, this used to be a gun page, and I like switched it to not a gun page. So, I mean, my gun content does better.
Yep.
Because that's what people expect to see. But like nothing earth shattering there, right? I go to Reels. First, that same perspective video that I like actually re-edited to be shorts format, 2,700 views compared to like, 50 or 100 views normally. So like the social media platforms are hugely pushing shorts content.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're a content creator, if you run marketing for a brand, if you're a business owner, make sure that you are creating shorts content for your business. Like it's going to get seen way more than any other content that you're creating right now. it's just going to like help you reach way more people, because the platforms are pushing those way more than anything else. They're trying to incentivize people to make content, using these shorts, reels, and I mean TikTok. My first TikTok video, brand new account, fresh out of the gate, 500 views or something. Second video, 500 views. Next couple didn't do as great, and then the few after that have been 300-400 again. So it's and that's a brand new account with 0 followers.
Yeah,
that they're like giving you that reach. So that's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's a thing for sure. I mean, so for me on PRN, my subscribers, my viewers let me know instantly that they did not like those little shorts being cut out of our live streams. Mm-hmm. Like I got a bunch of comments, like messages like, hey, love what you're doing, but those not so much. It's just like, because it was dominating the channel, right? It's like every single day I was like, what happens if I post one of those? I did the same thing. I downloaded a full episode.
Yep.
I pulled out like 7 or 8 different clips, short clips, and I started posting basically one a day or one every other day.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, these suck, dude, stop this. Like, we thought they were good. They're funny. They're like driving traffic to the live streams. No, my followers did not like it.
So my thought on YouTube, for your channel at least, is like, you have built a subscriber base. What are you, 35,000, somewhere in there? 30,000?
30,000, 31,000.
And like, you have a format of video that those 30,000 people are used to seeing and that they expect from you, right? Like, you're talking about guns, you're showing guns, you're shooting guns, doing gear reviews, like all of the things that you've been doing on your channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we started doing live streams. So you're still posting your weekly video on Precision Rifle Network. Yep. And then we're also doing a weekly live stream. So you're essentially doubling the amount of content that you normally do with something totally different. But like, I don't think we've gotten any bad feedback about the live streams.
No, they've been great.
Like, they've been good. You know, they don't quite get as much reach as your normal videos, but there's reasons for that, you know, because we're not doing thumbnails and all of the other things, but whatever.
Yeah.
But then a lot of negative feedback on the little shorts, right? So I think YouTube is just a different platform, you know. People aren't really going onto YouTube to consume short content. It's longer, like they are on Instagram and TikTok. Like that's what those platforms are all about.
Yep.
So the short stuff, I think, fits with what people expect from those platforms. It's interesting on YouTube. Like, for my channel, I think shorts can still fit and still work pretty well because I don't have an established weekly posting schedule of a long form video. It's basically just the live streams because that's all I have time for. So I think cutting up my live streams into little short clips, posting them on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and LinkedIn can help people become aware of what I'm doing and make them interested in what I'm doing.
And that's what Frank is saying here, you know. So post those smaller videos on groups that relate to your video, groups on Facebook, subreddit pages, and things like that. And I should probably try that a little bit. I mean, just to boost my Instagram reels. I started a TikTok, but man, I don't even know how to use that dumb thing. Like, seriously, it's like learning something all over again.
New thing. Yeah.
I don't think I'm into it.
But yeah, my question for posting on groups, because like I feel like every group has like a rule about no spamming and like no self-promotion. So I feel like if I posted any video in a subreddit, I don't know how Reddit works that well, but I feel like if I post my video, if I made a little short out of our videos and posted them into any of those like filmmaker groups, I feel like I would just get roasted.
Yeah, maybe.
Or kicked out even, of like, why are you, you're not allowed to self-promote. So I don't know.
Spammy, yeah.
Like, maybe I just need to be in different groups. Could probably get away with it in Full-Time Filmmaker. I don't know. It's just like, it seems like they want to keep that stuff to a minimum because like, in a group like Full-Time Filmmaker, you've got 18,000 people in there that are all content creators. Yep. And if you get all those people just posting, trying to get people to subscribe to them on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, I feel like it would be frowned upon. And certainly people do it and they're not getting kicked out for it or anything, but I just don't want to be that guy.
Right.
It's just like, hey, here's another clip of me and Joel. Hey, here's another one of me and Joel. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't care and I should just do it, but
At the very least, I think I could do it on Facebook and Instagram. Because right now,
just on your own channels of Facebook and Instagram, yeah, for sure.
Because right now on both of those, I'm maybe posting a couple of times a week, whereas I could be posting, at least twice that. I could be posting, 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
On both of those platforms if I used those short clips.
Yeah. So it's just like, for me, like it just all takes time, right? And like time is my biggest enemy right now. Like I just don't have enough time to do all of the things to market my own brand.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like as small businesses and small business owners, I feel like time is one of your biggest assets. And it's really hard to devote time to promoting your brand because, if you're working on promoting your brand, you're not working in your brand to like bring in income, right? So you kind of have that like technician versus entrepreneur battle going on of like, do I work on my business or do I work in my business, right? So for me, as a solopreneur right now, it's hard for me to kind of justify spending hours of time to like create a piece of content, edit it, post it to all the places, and then kind of baby it and respond to comments and stuff. Like that could be a full-time job. I mean, that's why people hire me to manage their social media.
Yep.
Because it's a full-time job. And if you're busy running your business, you don't have time to do that. So it's been tricky for me to kind of find that balance of working on my business versus in my business. Like I've been in the process of like rebuilding my Stoked website for like weeks, and I just like haven't touched it.
Yep.
Because like I don't have time. So
we're making logos for people.
I know. I finally got the one in front of you done, or almost done. Dude, it's bad.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, I legit, like I finished one today.
Did you? Nice.
The one that's ahead of you in the queue.
That's good. Good job.
So
I dig it.
You're up next. Oh, yeah. So for me, like in my business today, that's the biggest problem I have is finding the balance of time between working on my brand and doing client work. And I'm like constantly, like I have a list over there, hire ? Web guy, DP, video editor, designer, marketer, sales guy. Right?
Yeah.
It's like that. I mean, that was like a fast list, but it's like, I need all of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough work for.
You are that guy.
All of them. Right now, I'm all of those guys. So it makes it hard. So I've been giving a lot of thought of like, how can I hire somebody and like have enough work for him to do? I don't know. It's just like, maybe I just need to take that next step of faith. I mean, the first step of faith was like quitting my job to do this. And now maybe the next step of faith is to like hire somebody so that I can have time to like market and sell the business and then have some help fulfilling the work.
Yep.
Because like right now, it's like every time somebody reaches out, not every time, but when people reach out, I'm just like, oh, I got to spend like time doing a pitch now. And then I'm going to have like more work that I like don't have time to fit in.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm close to like needing to make that first hire. So
nice. I got a girl who's a design, that's what she went to school for at Mizzou.
Yeah.
I could see if she's taken a little bit of time off to be a mom because, their baby is now not quite a year.
I'm into that, helping the mom out.
Yeah, but she's good, and maybe she'd be willing to pick up some of your
maybe just do like some part-time,
a little bit of design stuff or
yeah.
logo work or something. She's good.
Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, I dig it. So I mean, those are things I've been thinking about. Right? Do I hire a freelancer or a part-time somebody or a full-time somebody, or just what does that all look like? So struggles, man.
There you go.
They're fun problems to have.
Yep.
But
problems
at the same
nonetheless.
Time, yeah. At the same time, there's still problems.
Yep.
What else? Like Libertarian says he likes the shorts. I think it's just like, I think your audience are just curmudgeon-y people. I mean, that's the gun industry for you right there. Like even the young guys in the gun industry in general are kind of those.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a curmudgeon-y FUD type that just like don't like change.
Everybody
like
complains about everything.
Anything that's new, they're going to complain about it and say it's crap and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, that's the way the gun community is. So yeah, short videos, they're probably not into it.
I feel like people are like that nowadays with anything that requires specialization. If you kind of specialize in a thing, and it requires some skill to do it, and it's more expensive type of things. I feel like people are more prone to having negative attitudes towards anybody who would do something different than the way they think it should be done, because they specialize in it. This is not like, a general approach to getting the job done. These are the few things that we do. We do it exactly this way. That's the most efficient. It works the best. It gets the best results.
Yeah.
Best, according to them. It's specialized. And so they figure
their way's got to be the best way.
It's got to be the best way. And so anything you say that runs contrary, they are right on top questioning it.
So do you think the gun industry is that way because you become like emotionally invested in your firearm possessions that, you did whatever research to like buy the thing and now you're like, I bought it, so it's got to be the best. So anybody that says it's not.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like
you feel like emotionally attacked by that because...
So it's not so much emotionally attacked, I don't think, but like a prime example for me would be the difference between buying a Glock 17 9mm and a 45 ACP 1911.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you buy a 1911 in 45? Why would you do that? It's stupid. They all malfunction. They're not defensive weapons. They only hold 7 rounds for the most part, unless you get a 20. Nostalgia. See, but that's the thing. It's like, if you're talking about defending your life, you will always, always, always pick the Glock.
But not the Glock 17.
Or 19, whatever. It's just a superior weapon. And I have a whole bunch. Like, I can go for hours on this topic.
Yeah.
Not even kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I have scientific evidence. I have all kinds of studies. I can go off on it, is all I'm saying. That's the kind of thing that people do with this kind of stuff. Somebody's going to come up and say that the MUB dose is the best plate, for shooting out there ever. And they're going to say, well, this and this and this is the reason why it's the best.
Yeah.
And if you tried to say that the amp plate, was better because of this and this, you're going to have people that will fight to the death over this.
Yeah.
That's
a $175 thing.
Like, come on, this drama.
Who cares enough to worry about that?
It's just so stupid. It's juvenile. It's like we're back on the playground in 5th grade. It's so stupid.
It's like, how do we have? So my wife and I were talking about. I don't even want to like say it on the live stream. Like the whole gender issues that the United States of America has right now.
Yeah.
Right. So she was at a MOPS dinner and like that subject got brought up and there was some lady at the table that was a therapist and they were talking about it.
Okay.
And my thought is just like, we need to have somebody freaking attack America or something. Like we have too much free time on our hands to be worried about that freaking crap. Right. How cushy has our life become to where like that's the biggest thing that like they worry about at the White House.
As cushy as it
can be.
Like Americans are soft,
we just need to like have something bad happen, so like we can focus on something besides gender fluidity,
right?
Or whatever.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Okay, those are all the things I wanted to talk about today.
Content
shorts would be
done.
I don't know if we got any good enough sound bites in there about content shorts. I tried to talk to my audience of business owners and content creators and stuff of just like, that's what we should be focusing on because that's what's getting seen by all the eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. I can dig it.
Let's see what else is going on in the creator space right now.
We could do an Ask Me Anything on your channel. We did that on mine for the
I don't know if anybody's here still. It says 6. Oh, it says 5 watching. Oh, that's 5 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 7 total. Probably still have somebody on here.
There was 9 total just a few minutes ago.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a little Ask Me Anything. Let us know what you're curious about as far as business goes, or creative stuff, or camera gear, or design content. What else? Marketing. all the stuffs. We're here. We are here for you. All of you that are watching live. There are so many people watching this live that I'm just sure that we're going to get thousands of responses right now. So, yeah, we've actually got a YouTube superstar that I think is going to come on the show with us at some point. We just need to schedule it with them, but I think that'll be pretty fun. Hopefully that brings in some excitement. So,
what do you think on that one? And then I'll answer.
Talking head or narration over B-roll in vids. I think like when I'm watching content, I think I enjoy a mixture of both. So, like if somebody just sits there like we're doing in a live stream for 3 hours, not moving, stationary camera, no overlays, like I would probably get bored with that if I wasn't watching live. Right? Like I think there's an aspect of watching live that's cool because like if you comment, like we're gonna talk about your comment. Right. Or try to at least, right?
Yep.
So I think there's an aspect of like watching people live that's cool, but I feel like, oh, this is another thing we could talk about. I read a post about this today. But like I feel like if I was watching this video later, I probably wouldn't watch that much of it unless I kind of like knew us.
Okay.
Or like I don't know. I feel like we try to bring like content and knowledge and experience and insight and talk about cool things on the stream. So I don't know. Maybe I would watch this. But like, I'm very time limited, right? I feel like if I had a lot of free time and I kind of knew who Joel and Rex were, I would probably watch this. But because I'm so time constrained, like I'm not going to watch it.
I think we're pretty cool.
I think we're super cool. I mean, look at this shirt.
That's
my wife hates this shirt. Every time I wear it, she's like, next time that thing shows up in the washer, I'm going to throw it away. I don't know why she wouldn't like this shirt. Like, the shirt is 100% like my personality. Like, bright, a little bit quirky. I don't know. I feel like this shirt is me.
I dig it.
So,
whatever. Yeah, I dig it. All right, so my answer to that, Osiris, is that I think, so I'm answering it from the perspective of myself and my own channel, like the direction.
As a creator,
As
then?
a creator.
Yeah. My opinion would be different as a creator.
Okay.
But.
As a creator, my opinion is going to be narration over B-roll because I am a far better writer than I am talking in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a topic, even a topic that I know a lot about,
yeah,
and I've made thousands, making sure that's accurate. I think I've made thousands of videos now. They're not all on YouTube, but I've made thousands of videos, even if it's really short ones just for practice, whatever. Standing in front of the camera is not intimidating to me at all anymore. I can talk. And if I know what I'm talking about, I usually have no problem doing it. And
you don't have to do like 50 takes.
I don't have to do 50 takes. I can usually 1 or 2, maybe 3 take it. But still, I'll go back and I'll watch those videos and I'm like, oh, idiot. Like, you're making no sense. You just said this thing that you thought you knew all about and you're making no sense. And then I watch it after the fact and I'm like, why didn't I say it this way? It would have made so much more sense. It's like when you're on the fly trying to do it in real time.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't think as logically as I do when I'm sitting down writing.
Because when you're talking on the fly, like even on the live streams to an extent, but having the two of us, I think helps because it's kind of like we're having a conversation with you and me and then kind of imagine that the camera is like the other person that we're talking to. Like, I feel like that helps it be more coherent.
Right.
But like, yeah, like sometimes like when you get technical and stuff, like when we were talking about I'm going to do it again. Like when we were talking about like the triangle of, here we go again.
See, that's
like
it.
I'm talking about it.
That's it.
Exposure. The exposure
yeah.
triangle, right? And like I couldn't remember aperture.
Yeah.
Like for the life of me, I'm like, there's ISO and shutter speed
and aperture.
And I blanked like 30 seconds of blanking, right? And like I know that. Like I'm good at that, right? And it's just like when you're on the spot. I mean, live I think is another level above just like recording and editing later. Like going live is like there's no going back. Like whatever we say is going to be out there. Like the only recourse we have is to like unpost it after we're done. But like anybody watching live is going to see everything that we say.
I just get really good at saying I'm sorry.
I
apologize.
So that Paul D thinking about getting a 22 bolt gun, dude. This is the wrong show, but it doesn't matter. 22 bolt gun thoughts on the CZ 457 versus the Bergara. Well, I picked up Joel's CZ 457 after now having shot 22 in like probably 5 years, and placed top 10 in a match.
Yeah, that gun was shooting well,
and beat somebody that was shooting a voodoo. So my limited experience with 22, because I don't shoot a ton of it, is the CZ 457 is bueno enough.
I dig the 457. It's a really good little gun.
Obviously, you can spend more if you want to, but I think that one's good enough.
Yep.
T3X. Yeah, or the T1X. Yeah. I remember like that when it came out, and I like wanted to get one, and I was going to get one, and then I just didn't. So like I don't know. Do you see those at like NRL 22 matches a lot, or are they kind of new enough?
I think
you don't, or are they just not up to snuff? Which would be hard for me to say about a Tika.
Yeah, I don't know.
Love Tika.
I feel like there's a lot of CZs and a lot of Bergaras and a lot of Voodoos. I think that's the main ones.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Tikas all that much.
I wonder if like they just don't have as much stock support, aftermarket stock support,
maybe.
I don't know. It'd be hard for me to believe that a Tika wouldn't be up to snuff, but
it shoots well.
I don't know.
I borrowed one at one point and did a video on them.
Yeah.
So it shoots really well.
Yeah. I guess this is Ask Me Anything, so they can ask us about any gun stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, this is the creative segment of the evening. Making a video about the T1X that's getting published next week. Sweet, man. Send us a link so we can watch it. Yeah, that'd be surprising if they're stocks from everybody. I'm surprised we don't see more of them.
Yeah, it's a good little rifle.
Dig it. I just like Tikas, man.
Yep.
As far as like big guns go, Tikas are good. I like them a lot.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Should we shut it down? Any more questions?
I'm good with shutting
it down. Or should we shut her down?
I'm good.
We're gonna slap the band hammer on everybody that's still watching and call it a night. What time is it?
10:40.
It's so far away.
10:40. Hour and 10 on yours. Hour and 25 on mine.
I feel like it's good. Shut it down before we start to get too long-winded.
Yep.
Talking about nothing.
Before I sit over here and start going.
What? What are we talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We sincerely appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
It's humbling to see like people stick around with us for like 3 hours.
I dig it.
That's cool. So we appreciate you guys. That's one thing that I've just been thinking about in American culture. We always say, I appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. But like saying, I appreciate you. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Guys and gals. Don't want to overgeneralize on.
Yeah, your mom's out there.
Yeah, my mom's here. So thanks for being here with us. And we are going to peace out.
See ya.
If I can find the end stream button on my computer screen far away. All right. Well,